Hello, hello to all the amazing people, TheNeomare here, and welcome to another episode of Limbus Company. Also, for those who are first time here, welcome to my channel. I do long playlists of games I really like. I have very many of them. You can find them on my channel and check them out. And if you enjoy something, you might wanna subscribe. For those who are watching this first time, maybe wanna watch the Limbus Company from the start, you can find the link to its playlist in the comments below and watch it from the start, if you like. If not, sit back, relax and enjoy, and let's see what this game is all about. So, I started doing chapter 4, so we're gonna be continuing from there. Unchanging. So, we came into the basement of the LC Lobotomy branch, and and somebody escaped us, the best employee, somebody who used to work for the K corporation's laboratories now is a terrorist group, and what are they after we don't know, but we will find out soon, hopefully. Anyhow, let's jump into the next fight here. We met Ron, who apparently used to work for a K-Corp laboratory. Before we could properly talk with her, she vanished forever, leaving mysterious words. And Shreen looks despondent for whatever reason. Despondent, okay. Oh yeah, I also noticed that Shreen was a little bit despondent. What she might be hiding, we don't know. Anyhow, we're gonna enter. I'm gonna actually borrow the best identity I know of, which will be the one who shall grip here. You can borrow one identity from your friends when you're playing the story chapters. So I'm gonna be using the Yisang, Faust, Mersault. Not gonna use this one. I'm gonna use the Rodian here, and the borrowed support will be the one who shall grip, who will probably do the most damage. Anyhow, let's jump into battle. And let's find out what more story the Project Moon developers of this game will bring. So we're fighting robots mostly, going through them like through butter, really no problems. There's 3 waves here though, so things might get a little bit complicated. This one is struggling though, so let's see. I'm gonna use a defensive move then. There we go. I think that's gonna be better than trying to win a clash that is probably not gonna be won. Interesting though, I'm used to that character doing really well. Okay, now it's better. So the start of the fight, things sometimes don't go that great here, but as you get more and more and as your SP goes up, then you win more and more clashes and swiftly destroy all the enemies, no problem, no foul. Right. But yeah, I am longing for like tougher fights. Zero Seek and Zero, our very loyal commenter, is promising us more challenge, so we will see. Like, it's weird, I know, but I would like to lose a fight badly and then have to adapt to it and try to figure out how it works in order to win it, but so far no luck. Everything seems to be just a walkover. We don't even have to go and check what these robots do and stuff. Well, these have lots of HP all of a sudden, so yeah, the fights are definitely getting a little bit more challenging, but we have some really strong identities. Also, we borrowed a really strong identity, which is just destroying the enemies, so yeah, a little bit cheesy, but hey, as long as it works, right? Can't complain about clearing efficiency, especially if I want to clear this chapter as soon as possible. So then I can start doing hard mirror dungeons. We'll see what the future brings to us. This game is still in development. It's a very generous gacha, but it's very heavily story inspired, which I like. Project Moon tells really funny and interesting stories in their universe. They already made 2 games. I already played Lobotomy Corporation and Library of Ruina. You can find the playlist to those games on the channel. They are kind of pretty unique actually. Yeah.
거의 솜방망이인데?
Nothing like those games I played before. They do remind of some genres and stuff, but like the twists they do are pretty nice. So yeah, spent lots of time playing those, and then this game now came out finally. It was a little bit late on the bandwagon for this one, so I'm still catching up a little bit, but it's alright. There is no real multiplayer in this game, although you can borrow identities from people on your friend list, and I guess there are bragging rights who's gonna collect more stuff, right? So that's an interesting motivator to do well and collect lots and lots of stuff. So go Rodian, go! Bash it with a hammer. I wonder how well the Rodian will do. The Rodian, how well she will do. Nice to see. This is E.G.O's chapter. I got a little bit lucky before I started doing chapter 4. I managed to extract the I don't even know what the full name is, but the Yi-Sing with flowers, as you can see. Okay, well, Faust finally has enough for her E.G.O, so we're gonna drop that on them because it's an AoE, targeting all the enemies, so usually does more damage than standard attacks. So I'm gonna be doing that. Yep, 85 in total, that's pretty good. Also, like, if it staggers any of the enemies, you're gonna have a easier time taking them down. Yeah, I imagine like this huge sword thing going through you. Yeah, my people are brave indeed. Oh no, don't lose. Oh, 30 SP, 45 SP, that's really bad for Sinclair here. We want to be as low as possible. So it's like one of the two supposedly people who want to have negative SP because they have negative coins. This game has these coins, like the more coin flips you win, the bigger the numbers go up, basically, and I don't know the details, but for clashes at least, you're gonna win more of them, the more coin flips you win. But Sinclair is a little bit weird, it works the other way around. Well, at least this Sinclair. So, okay, there we go. I think it's still gonna be on top of the damage list, right? Let's see. Yep. It's only natural because I'm the chosen one, is that right? It's not as convincing as it usually is. Ooh, very... Ooh. So I have 3 characters which do lots of damage, and then I have 2 which usually underperform. But yeah, it's what I have right now. Gonna get some better in the future. Okay, let's jump into the next one. So yeah, best employee 3. We still don't know where she escaped. Hopefully we can find that out. Okay, again, I'm gonna grab the best support we know of. But yeah, you can choose one support from your friend list's identities and take it into battle with you. You cannot do it in mirrors though, I think, so there is some limitation to the use, but that's okay. So yeah, another group of these, and then I think the story will probably continue. Since so far, whenever we had like X1, X2, X3, so in this example the best employee 1, 2 and 3, after that usually comes a little bit of the story. Still a long ways to go. There's technically no rush, because I have like 3 more months to finish the chapter 4 before they release a new one, I think. I think they will release a new one then, but I would like to finish it as soon as possible so I can start to do hard mirrors. And well, nice. Okay, I really like that Rodian says nice in English. Well, not really. It's probably cannot be translatable to this game in Korean, I think so. So it's nice to hear an English word from her every now and then. So I think she's gonna stay my favorite announcer here. Rodian though, so it's pretty cool. But yeah, these robots, they start to have more and more HP, so it's gonna become tighter and tighter to finish these and in the allocated time. So for now, I'm still think we're pretty fine-ish still, but still pretty early in chapter 4, so yeah, it's gonna get even tighter. not the end of the road if we don't finish in 10 turns. We can always come back and do it later. The only thing we are missing out is the lunacy bonus, so that's okay. Yeah, we're at turn 5 and we still have 4 enemies here. I'm gonna get another wave, so yeah, it's a little bit tricky. Okay, this will be really good. This might just kill it straight up. Yeah, that's really nice. But yeah, it's getting a little bit tighter. Numbers are higher, like more damage we have to go through. Good. It's nice to see. My DPSers doing their best. So hopefully we have somebody cute on the last one. Oh, still a lot of HP. We don't really have control how many attacks go on each one in this mode. So there is this mode, there is abnormality mode. Nice, good. And there's the last wave. Okay, I'm definitely do the fluid sac thing. I might look for a better E.G.O actually. That does the E. I'm just a little bit lazy, I guess. So with every attack you do, you get a resource of its color. And once you collect enough resources, you can discharge these powerful attacks called E.G.Os. This one I use a lot because it's an AoE. So it usually does more damage. And it also heals your group, so if we had a pure damaging skill, it would probably do way more damage, so might be worth to look into. Okay, turn 7, yeah, I can do it, no problem. Sinclair is destroying stuff, as usual. It will be a little bit slower and harder without it, but hey, you know, that's what friends are for. So yeah, it's easier if you have a help, so even though this game is not properly multiplayer, your friends can still help you by sharing their best identities, and then you can pick one. That's pretty good. Okay, soon done with this one. Go, go, stab it, kill it. Okay, this one, Rodin has blunt type, so this should do that. Like pretty decent damage. Yeah, because these are weak to blunt, I believe. The machines are, so. Okay, cool. Nice and swift. If the whole chapter would go like this, I would be done in no time, but... Oh, even better than last time. Okay, cool. Traitor. Oh no. Is it Shreen? It must be Shreen. I already accused her, then I took it back, then I accused her again. It's gonna be Shreen. Glaring at Shreen, yes. Otis stops on the way, having made some kind of conclusion. I could begin to guess what it could be, so I decided to stay and listen. Well, stay a while and listen. Alright, I'm gonna grab Sinclair again. I don't really need Sinclair, but it's faster that way. Shreen, you've got shrapnel wounds. Are you sure you don't want to use an ampule? I'm fine. That Shreen fella, she's looking kinda blank-faced. Is she okay? Blank-faced? Ha, of course not. She couldn't be so carefree. This makes it evident. The terrorists long since made their leave. All that's left were bloodthirsty murderers hellbent on killing us. I've made my judgment. Hey, what do you think? Otis nudged her head at Mercel. I agree with it. What are you two talking about? There's a traitor in our ranks. No doubt remains in the matter. It's thanks to this spy that our course and plans were leaked from the moment we departed. To prevent further damage, it is right to dispose of them here and now. Traitor. I blankly watched as he brought up a concept foreign to me. Is it unlikely to be one of us? The rational course of action is to subject your institute's lackeys. This mission must be abandoned, Executive Manager, to allow ourselves to be involved in this nonsense. I am repulsed by your accusation. Are you seriously suspecting us? I can assure that we trust each other better than you people who haven't even been in the same firm for a year. Samjo argued, flashes of light furiously bouncing off his glasses. No, Samjo. Their hypothesis sounds plausible. I would have said the same. You have something to say, don't you? Mr. Dongrang. That group of fixers haven't used regeneration ampules a single time since they came in here. Any sane combatant would kill to have those. There is one more thing. When we encountered Ran, they were distancing themselves from her in advance. The only explanation is that they knew there would be an explosion. Oh, bother, why not consider the possibility that my intuition is just that keen? What if we weren't using the ampules because these bodies and I are built healthy? I've brought a truth tablet just in case. I'll believe you if you testify the same after taking it. A truth tablet. Okay, a polygraph. Yeah. Truth tablet? That red thing. How can I take that suspicious looking drug? Sorry, do I have a choice here? How strange. If I were you, I would take the tablet. Or make more desperate excuses. You're so gladly squandering your chances to clear yourself of suspicion. It's almost like you're asking to be killed. Or did you decide to kill us all and get away with it? I thought a researcher's job was writing papers, and you're out here writing fiction. You deranged maniac. Nico raised his weapon and pointed it at us. Showing your true selves now that you're cornered, eh? I even taught you my secret to winning at the slot machines, and this is how you return the favor? Right, so we're gonna be fighting these. Okay. Interesting. Probably first a group of robots though, right? Oh no. Okay. So we are fighting the shaking row spanner workshop fixers. Okay, they inflict tremor and rupture. Tremor and rupture. Tremor sink. Okay. Are they all the same? No, this one's prideful. So we have prideful and shaking. So I guess pridefuls will be stronger. Okay, well, again, this is not a normality fight, so we cannot choose the targets anyway. So we might as well just auto combat and hope our team is strong enough. But looking forward to killing the traitors. That will be nice. So Shrin was not in this dialogue, so that puts a question there. Is she with them? Well, she did call them as reinforcements though, so I do assume she's involved as well with the traitors, so... Well, so far these seem to be even softer than the machines, so... No, they do escape though, they're not killed. So fighting some humanoids now. Well, you can't do tremor and stuff, you don't actually win clashes and hit us, am I right? Oh, hello there. Rose Panel Workshop Rep Nico. Oh, that's Nico? You're fighting Nico? Really? 323 health. Okay, that's a lot. Also inflicts tremor and hit and stuff. Combat start. Gain 4 protection, heal 15 SP. Okay. Final warm-up. Oh, this one has negative coins. Huh. Oh really? It has one ability with a negative coin value. It's a hybrid. Gain resonant by the number of head coins that successfully hit during a turn. When bursting tremor, raising stagger threshold, deal 3 fixed damage per count and further raise stagger threshold. Okay, so these are like enemies which work around trying to stagger my group. But again, as long as we win clashes, that's of no consequence, so... So usually fights where you're getting more and more abilities each turn are easy, you don't have to control what goes where, making it a tiny bit harder, but you get stronger with time, while enemies usually don't scale that well, so... Just a nice warm-up fight. Surely Nico is just the first step. Shreen will be the final one here, probably. So the Rose Spanners, they use this weird kind of weapon, this... I wanna call it Trident, but it's not Trident, it's a Duodent. Because it only has two spikes. Actually, not spikes, what a weird weapon to fight with. But yeah. easiest fight so far in this episode. I think. Unless something unexpected happens, which might, you never know. Yeah. Well, that was one heck of an attack. We're celebrating, don't you think so? Okay, Nico actually escaped. No, that's Nico? Yeah. I would check the details if they were like somewhat challenging, but like, what's the point of checking details if you're gonna finish in half of time allotted, so yeah. Well, this was definitely not the challenge we were expecting, so. Oh, look at that, Faust actually won out. Nice. Traitor 2, okay. Otis and Murasult claim that there's a traitor in our group. Nico from Rospen Workshop denied the accusation, but the suspicion wasn't without reason. The sinners were now confronting the people they were talking with mere moments ago. This one is an outsider turning against us, but it made me wonder how long our bond could last. Our bond will last forever, don't worry. We fight, we take each other's hats off, then the clock revives us, and then we move on, even stronger than before. Our bond will last forever. Give me a second. I think we need to call a timeout. Might be the sardine I ate this morning. My stomach is aching. Boss! No such thing. Sync up is next. Shreen! She what? Shreen told us something while we are in here. Don't ever use regeneration ampules, no matter what. Huh? Ha, saying that out loud is breaching the contract, you dolt. That's so. Shreen told you that. Why? I don't know. She said we'll see in due time. Well, we have the simplest way to find out, don't we? After fiddling with a regeneration ampule in his hand, Dongrang made a sudden move. He quickly jabbed the ampule into the unguarded fixer's body like a dagger. The fixer tried to remove the ampule, but its content had already entered the system. Why do you look so surprised, boss? What happens if the ampule is injected? Huh, this is weird. The fixer's limbs began to twist in strange angles. Oh, it's gonna turn into distortion, right? Then something started protruding through the flesh. Collapsed on the floor, the fixer tried to yell something but failed to make any sound. It's just me, or is this awfully familiar? Please, you don't really think you're the only one who remembers that bug then, do you, Greg? Babe? Resembling larvas or snails. Oh dear. Let's stop here. I dragged too many people into this. Well, it was my decision to take the deal for the money. Dear me, should have gone on a bigger spree yesterday if I knew it would come to this. Okay. So that fight was just a warm-up then. Okay, even the music became a little bit on the stronger side. But these are still normal. Prideful, shaking, so the same as before. Oh, I think they have more HP this time. Well, we are strongly favored to win the clashes though. Not too worried about it. Yes, Rodion, we need to do them in. Oh, perfect hit, that felt good to watch. It does feel good to watch. Okay, only 2 waves again, so no problem. I guess the second wave will be the one with the ampules. So we can finally see what they turned into. Rip it! Oh, that one also escaped. Nope. Nice! Oh, these have multiple attacks, okay. Did they have that last time as well? I don't remember. Self-destructive purge, that's gonna hurt. Yep. So they made this super powerful character and then they wanted to make some changes to sanity. And by doing that they nerfed it and people outlashed and then they had to change it back. Oh, the open game is hard. It's a pretty niche game to start with, so... But I guess people who love it really love it. And the universe and the stories and the company and... It's kind of cool. So another easy fight. Come on, game. We're soon gonna be halfway through the chapter 4. I'm gonna regret my words. I'm building up towards that. I'll be like, no, I take everything back. This is too hard. I cannot do it. I'm not smart enough. No. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. I think we can do the third one as well, right? Yeah, surely. Oh, lost again, Sinclair. Look at that. My foes going down. Traitor 3. It was revealed that Shreen and Rose Banner Workshop fixers were in cahoots with the enemy. Before we could ask the reason, one of the fixers... So my first instinct was correct. Alright. One of the fixers melted down after a forced injection of the regeneration ampule. Wasn't that supposed to heal the body? For now, we have Nico and the remaining fixers to deal with. Oh, they melted. They didn't actually turn into... okay. Alright. Well, I got that part wrong. I thought we were gonna be fighting some kind of distortions, but no. They just melted. Interesting. Come on, can we fight Shreen already? No, no Shreen. Just again, 2 waves. Okay. Go. Execution. Oh, that execution wasn't really that great. I think Claire got a leg up on this one. Ooh, nice. I wonder who will be my next good character. Like, I have enough resources to go and just straight up buy any available 3-star identity, but well, for now I don't have to. Okay, this one's like not going that great. I think it's just RNG though. Okay, this one attacks 2 people. Like that's so good. Like, this is so rare. Like, even E.G.Os which attack multiple people are kind of rare. That's so great. Nice. Well, I suppose their levels are going up and up, so soon there will not be such walkovers anymore. Although maybe after we dispose of the traitors, we're gonna have to continue and look for the initial gang of terrorists that we were after, so... That self-destructive purge. Ooh, 77 damage with one attack. Yep. It was staggered though, I think. So. Still, that was pretty amazing. Nice to see. And... it's gonna be Traitor 4, will it not? Yeah, it will be. It cannot end like this. We didn't fight Nico again, we didn't fight Shreen. Ah, so it bloomed. I would like to capture this moment somewhere. Well, yeah. It did more damage than Faust and Sinclair, so that's really good. And these 2 are just tagging along. Oh, well. It's crazy what the difference. Like, imagine if all my people did as good as these 2. Like, how much closer the fights would be. Oh, yeah, there is a Traitor 4 expected. So let's jump into it. I would like to finish the Traitor fights at least. Although I usually try to have my videos be 30 minutes long. I'll do like... I'll go until 5 and then I'll be like, okay, it's obviously too long for me. Oh, now they have a mix of enemies. Interesting. Both robots and... So this is hard because you cannot prepare. Against robots you want blunt damage, and I suppose against these humanoids... Let's check actually. Yeah, against these you want to pierce. So you cannot really fine-tune your group as well. Doesn't really matter if you're steamrolling everything, but just commenting what we observe. Ah, these traitors, there's so many of them. I wonder what would be their next trick, because this one ain't working. So, let's see who wins this time. I mean, very often, like, the person who does the most damage just does the most damage because they roll the fastest initiative, and then they go first and finish off a staggered target, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. Like, it would be really hard to say which one is the best DPSer based just on the numbers at the end, but there's clearly a huge difference between the 3 DPSers I have and 3 people who don't really do that much, so that's a really useful information. So if I want to replace somebody, I know who would be my first candidate, so that's pretty good to know. Also, Sinclair apparently has a lot of HP for a strong DPSer, so that's interesting. Imagine for every one of these they made all the animations, that was a lot of work. You do really have to appreciate it. It's easy to overlook these kind of things, but it is like really cool. Okay. Cool. And then each character also has multiple abilities, and they all have different animations and stuff. Yeah, I guess the way this game represents itself, it's like pretty strong. However, Ruina already looked really good though. So I wonder what will be the next thing they do. Supposedly this game should fund the other games they will do after this one. So yeah, we're gonna have like some more beautiful creations from Project Moon in the future. Traitor 5. Okay, I'm gonna do the Traitor 5 and then I'm gonna make a cut. Because, yeah. There could be 10 Traitors chapters for all I know. But 5 is a nice number, so we're gonna do 5 and stop there. I think the 3 was the most, and it was like the same name and then a number behind. Okay, again, just to wait. Yeah, okay, there's gonna be more traitors. So I was like, why is there 54 of these? Well, turns out some of them just repeat over and over again, which I already commented. It's a little bit lazy-ish, I guess, but it's okay. Let's not complain. Let's not complain. By the way, it's a free-to-play game, so if you wanna try it, you can grab it from Steam. Of course, if you support it, you'll get some of the characters which are stronger faster. Yeah, but it's not even that much. So far, I spent on this game more or less how much I would spend for a game of this quality and size. I wanna say like less than $30. And I don't plan to spend anything for the next 3 months. And then once the new season comes out, if I buy another pass, it will be another $11. And I think that's a fair price for a DLC, so that's how I see it. But yeah, the friend I'm borrowing, the Sinclair from, it's actually a fully free-to-play player, and it's actually doing better than I am just because it plays way much more. So it can be done. So yeah. So it's a pretty healthy mix of giving something to people who want to support the game and to people who just like to play for free. It's like a gacha done right, I would say. It doesn't even feel... Oh, hello there. Nico is back and has same HP again, so if I defeated you the first time, why wouldn't I be able to do the second time? Oh, Sinclair is gonna rip it up. 70 HP gone just like that. But yeah, I would recommend to try out this game and see how it feels for you. It's like a pretty unique thing. Like, we didn't see any abnormality fights in this episode though, so the big part of content where you actually can pick the targets and choose priorities and choose what to clash with and what not to clash with. You would have to watch some other videos of mine or wait until we actually get. And surely there's gonna be a very strong abnormality fight sooner or later in this chapter, so that's gonna be interesting. I call it abnormality fights, although they don't necessarily have to be abnormality fights, I think, but it's basically a fight where here you can just choose, for each character you can choose top or bottom, so since the choice is so arbitrary most of the time I just auto-fight it, but yeah, in abnormality fights that actually really matters sometimes, so... But yeah, anyway, another win. Let's see if we get some story and then wrap up the episode. I hopefully did enjoy my ramblings throughout it. If you have any questions you can ask in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video, that's really important. That helps a lot. Okay, so yeah, we finished the traitors and now we're gonna get a story segment, so this is the perfect place to make a cut here. Yeah, hopefully enjoyed it. I wish you all to have a wonderful day. Do something nice, be kind to each other, and let's make the world a better place together. If you have any questions, ideas, suggestions, criticisms, you can write in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer and discuss with you. And yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you all for watching and see you in the next episode of Limbus Company. TheNeomare signing out.